The 2008 Laguna Phuket International Marathon event, which also included a half marathon, 10.5 kilometre run, 5 kilometre walk and a 2 kilometre kids run, took place last Sunday the 15th of June with estimates of more than 4,000 runners of all ages, from young to old, fit to energetic, competitive to charitable, all joining this annual event now in its third year. The event is getting more recognised, perhaps even more than the older Laguna Phuket Triathlon annual event in December, with similar road routes, and could soon become the biggest event in Southeast Asia, and a timely boost to local sport and tourism in a so-called low season. The full marathon route runners of 42.2 kilometres went from Laguna to the airport and back to the Grove Park near Laguna Beach Resort. But it was difficult to spot them as they were mixed in with a half marathon and 10.5 kilometre runners all arriving about the same time. The main overall winner of the full marathon was Stephen Paine of Australia, who beat last year's winner, who came in second this year. After he fully recovered his breath, Stephen told us this was his first win and it was a great course.
This is my fourth marathon, first one in Asia, so I was pretty nervous about the humidity.
Have you ever won anything before?
No, I haven't. I've done Melbourne, Las Vegas and Boston, and they're pretty big marathons with a lot of Africans, so pretty difficult to finish near the top in that. Yeah.
Tell us how it went and how you won.
There are a group of three of us for the first 5 or 6 Ks. The other two guys probably got a couple of 100 metres in front of me over, I don't know, kilometres 5 to 12. At about 18 kilometres I caught up again, which we ran in a group probably till about 32 Ks, and then kind of pulled away in the last 10 Ks. I was a little bit surprised, but exceeded my expectations, I think.
You know your time, 2:37:52. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, that's a big personal best for me. It's probably 8 or 9 minutes quicker than I've gone before. So, given the conditions, I was very happy. But I put in a fair bit of work for this one. So.
What was the toughest part? Was it any of the hills?
Oh, look, it was actually the last 3 or 4 Ks. I really struggled. I was at least sort of looking at my watch every 100 metres, looking over the shoulder a fair bit. But yeah, it was tough.
You were clear almost 4 minutes ahead of the second.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see that, because when we were running in a group, they all looked like they were going pretty well. Yeah, it's nice.
Did you like the course?
Yeah, the course was great. Look, the volunteers were awesome. The drink stations were so frequent. The course was by and large pretty flat. Yeah, really good course. I guess the challenge is always the humidity, but yeah, couldn't fault the course. It was perfect.
And the organisation was sort of
sensational. We went to the pastor party last night, which was really good, and we're looking forward to the presentation dinner tonight. There's 4 of us that all came over together, and the 2 girls did the 10K, and Dean over there did the half marathon. So it was a lot of fun.
Will you come back again next year?
I hope so, yeah. We've got another week now to enjoy it and have a few drinks and a bit of golf and stuff. So, yeah, it's a good excuse for a holiday, and yeah, I hope I would be able to come back next year.
Well done, Stephen.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
In the women's marathon race, the winner was Angela Louise Stevens, also from Australia, but living in Bangkok. She told the crowd and MC it was a great course for her too.
It was a great course, yeah, it was a great course. A little bit hilly at the start, but that's okay. I think that got everyone into the sort of the groove. And coming back, it was not too hard. It was really good. And everyone was friendly, and kind of the village people looked a little surprised as we ran by. It was fun, good course.
Angie, where do you live?
Actually in Bangkok.
All right, so you're used to running in the heat here?
Used to running in the heat, but not used to the hills, and more used to the treadmill. So this was kind of a challenge.
Well, you're our new champion for the women, the 2008 Laguna Phuket International Marathon Women's Champion from Australia, Angie Stevens, everybody!
The organisers also encouraged all runners and walkers to raise money for a charity of their choice, and the Team Laguna, led by MD Michael Ailing, raised funds to support Bang Klong Sai School in Phang Nga Province. To help raise more money, they enlisted Thai TV soap opera stars Tao Sarocha and Ratasart Korasud, nicknamed Pepper, who told us he studied in the US and wants to do more work in English and in Phuket, as he enjoyed the activity and aims.
Actually, I think this activity is very good activities because I have a chance for exercise, and again we also use the money here. This is like a fundraising to improve the school in the up country, which is I think is very good.
Have you done these sort of walks or long runs before?
Not really. This is like my first time in 5 years, but I really enjoy it because I like sport.
You're based in Bangkok, I presume?
Yes.
Is it nice coming down here to Phuket? Did you like the course?
Wow, the weather is very good and the scenery is great. I wish I can spend more time here.
The Saracen Resort in Khao Lak was among several other hotels who brought down a large group of healthy staff to join in the runs and 5-kilometre walk to raise charity money, in this case for Burmese cyclone victims. As Andrew and Kate Kemp, joint MDs, also revealed they left very early to get here on time.
But we did get up at 4 o'clock like everybody else. We just came down from Khao Lak, so it's a bit...
Left Khao Lak at 4?
4:30 this morning.
The team did, yeah.
How many of you came down?
We had 104 staff, which is fantastic, that came down to do the 5 kilometres, and we're raising money for the Burma Relief Fund, so it's fantastic.
You must have closed down the hotel then.
No, we had 245 staff.
There's another 130 doing breakfast. So
Did you get a guest with you?
No, we didn't. We let them relax, so they've got a morning off. But they can donate, which is what we asked them to do as well. So.
Yeah, tell us more about this Burma fundraising.
Well, we have a Saracen Khao Lak Community Fund, which the hotel's now had for about 3 years, and we've helped a lot of projects in the local area. And then we were planning to do this walk, and we talked with the team, and they came up with the idea of why don't we, it's a big event, we can raise a lot of money, and why don't we give it to Burma, because I think we have a little bit of sympathy or empathy with what's happened in Burma and, in the previous month, so...
How much do you think you might raise?
I think, we know at the moment the pledges are about 200,000, so we might get some more as well from outside international people, but not a bad start. And I think, for us, we go, Khao Lak's a very strong community, and we know that from the past. And I think, in a way, it's significant that we can now donate outside of Khao Lak in a sign of strength in a different way. So it's good. We're very happy. It's been a great day.
All back to Khao Lak?
We thought we'd jog.
Are you going to arrange any sort of run or races in Khao Lak as well?
It's a good idea, and I think we could. And there's a hotel association, and I think our HR manager who came down said we should do this. So
it's a great thing to do. It's a perfect day. It's beautiful.
But we've got a few more hills.
Thanks for talking. The adults also inspired more kids this year to run in a 2-kilometre race. Some jumped the gun. They were so keen to start sprinting away. Some of the tiniest kids needed a helping hand, whilst others dressed up in funny costumes. The winners returned so quickly we nearly missed them. First place in just 7 minutes 34 seconds was Tada Pomsat, 13 years old from Kanchanaburi, who told us he dreamed of being in the Olympics one day. Even the tiniest kids realized their dreams of finishing the race. The presentation of prizes to the main marathon winners was made by Vice Governor Smith Palawet Wichai, confirming Stephen Paine as champion with his time of 2 hours, 37 minutes and 52 seconds, beating Brent Roger of the US in second place at 2 hours, 41 minutes and 57 seconds, and Wu Yung-fa of Taiwan in 2 hours, 44 minutes and 42 seconds. The women's marathon winners were confirmed as Angela Stevens in 3 hours, 14 minutes and 17 seconds. 21 minutes better than second place Petra Jane Harthen from Australia, and Miho Miyashiro of Japan was in third place in 3 hours, 40 minutes and 18 seconds. The men's half marathon went to Italy's Stefano Passarello, who won in a relatively quick 1 hour, 13 minutes and 26 seconds, while local runner Niwat Oitip, last year's winner, was 6 minutes behind. and Sitipong Chang Lai was third, another 4 minutes back. In the women's half marathon, England's Nicola Green, who won last year's marathon, took the title in 1 hour, 34 minutes and 51 seconds, followed by compatriot Emily Woodfield, 90 seconds behind. And Australia's Kerry Elizabeth Edwards was third, 4 minutes further back. All the other winners of the 10.5 kilometre run, men and women, and the walkers who raised the most charity money or sponsors, and the fastest kids of the 2 kilometre run, together with all the participants, small and large, all deserve our congratulations on competing and completing their courses.